Alright, welcome back. This is going to be the second part of my Allied placement game versus DYWNARC. This is going to be rounds 5 through United Kingdom 9. I'm trying to keep these videos roughly about an hour and not have a 4-hour marathon of some of these games that go forever. So this is going to be rounds 5 to 9. It ends with UK, and I hope you enjoy. Let's get to it. Alright, welcome back. This is round 5 for United Kingdom. So a couple things happened that kind of suck for me. So he is totally dialed in on round 5 India attack. I am not going to be able to defend this. I ran some numbers. If I throw like a carrier and 2 aircraft and a destroyer, I can stop him from bombarding and invading with the other stuff because I can defeat the ships, but it's only going to stave off the invasion for one more turn probably, and I'm just going to lose a ton of money spending it on useless units to defend. So as a result, this is going to be the turn that we have to back out of India. Didn't want to do it, but we're going to have to do it. So all of our UK fighters are going to end up in Moscow this turn. The other thing is he's pressed forward into all my surrounding territories here in Russia. So in order for us to combat that, I'm going to have to press out in all of these territories. I can't just take Archangel and let him have all these. So I'm going to have to make a serious attempt to press out with Russia. And that's going to be a little bit difficult. So a couple of things we're going to do to attack. We're going to go ahead and move forward and take Libya there. We are going to move all of our infantry, our artillery, and take Persia. We are going to take our submarine, our bomber, and 3 of our fighters. We're going to try to get rid of this battleship. We are going to take 1 infantry, move up to Sea Zone 3, take Finland, and I believe that is all the combat that we are able to do this turn. We're not going to try to take France or Northwestern back this turn. So, and we got to make sure that we fly all of our fighters when they're done with their various attacks back to Moscow. I would love to hit this with those 4 fighters from from India, but I don't have any land troops, so I don't want to risk fighters against land units like that. So that looks like that's all we're going to do. So let's get to it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't go over my purchase. So I went ahead and bought 1 extra transport, a fighter, and 4 infantry and 2 artillery. So basically, I wanted to make sure I didn't overbuy because I'm not putting anything in India, and the only IC we have other than India is United Kingdom. So you can't buy more than 8 units or they get wasted. So went ahead and bought an extra fighter. I can start flying those in for the Moscow defense. So let's go ahead and see how these attacks go. Okay, that combat worked out better than I thought. We didn't even lose the sub, which is nice. So for our non-combat move, we're going to fly our planes back to Russia and put our bomber in Russia. We're going to move our AA gun over to Persia. And we're going to move our South Africa guy up here to Belgian Congo. We're going to move our 4 fighters up here to Moscow. Then on this side, we're going to move our entire fleet up to Sea Zone 3. And we're going to grab 2 guys, or 4 guys, I'm sorry. Go up to Sea Zone 3 and drop them in Norway. I'm pretty sure that's all of the moves that we can do this turn. Right? Yeah. I think that's all the moves we can do this turn. It sucks to move out of India. And depending on what he stacks this with, we might be able to do the old okie doke and go back here and hit it with 9 planes or 8 planes and a bomber. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to try to motor as far as we can into Germany. And it'll be a race to see who can hit Moscow or Germany first. So, but again, we'll think about that after we do our U.S. turn. But I want to make sure. Okay, moved everything. All right. So that will do it for round 5 for United Kingdom. Oh, wait a minute. I got to mobilize. So the transport mobilization has to go in Sea Zone 7 so that the fighters don't have access to it. Everything else can go into England. Alright, that will conclude UK's turn number 5. And I'll see you guys back for USA round number 5. Alright, welcome back. This is round 5 for the United States. So the state of the board is pretty bad. Russia's completely surrounded. We're going to have to try kind of a reverse Battle of the Bulge and try to take some of these territories back and kick out the Germans. So one of the things I have to do this turn, which I don't like to do, is I'm going to sack a transport in order to use American troops to take Archangel back. Again, it's not something I like to do, but I'd rather have more Russian troops to deal with these territories. So I'm going to do that. First things first, though, we're going to take Egypt back. And then we're going to take Archangel. So we're going to take an artillery and a guy. We're going to go to Sea Zone 4 and drop him in Archangel. Take 2 fighters, a bomber, and one of these fighters. And we're going to kill that. And that is all the combat we're going to do this turn for the United States. So let's go ahead and get that done. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to take Alaska back. Four guys in this fighter. Our purchases this turn were 1 artillery, 8 infantry, and a fighter. We're going to put a mixture of them in the United States and start shuffling them around so we can start shuttling them over here to the northern territories here. All right, so that's all. So here we go. All right. All right, so that's not looking good here. It took us 3 rounds of combat to take Alaska. We lost, and they hit every single round. So we lost 4 of the guys, which is pretty freaking ridiculous, but it is what it is. Wait a minute here. We're going to take these 3 guys and this AA gun, go up to Sea Zone 3, drop them in Norway. We are going to take these 2 artilleries and these 2 infantries, go up to Sea Zone 3, drop them in Norway. We are going to take our aircraft carrier, our fighter, our cruiser, and our destroyer up to Sea Zone 3. We're going to take our other transport back over to Sea Zone 10. Our 2 from 11 up to 10. Our guys up there. And that will do it for the non-combat movement phase. Oh, wait a minute. All this stuff's going back into Russia. Because we are backing out of West Russia this turn, which sucks, but it is what it is. All right. All right, so we're going to put 2 infantries in eastern United States. I'm sorry, western. We're going to put 6 in eastern, and artillery, and a fighter. All right. All right, for Russia, we went ahead and just bought 5 infantry and an artillery because we only had 19 IPCs. So for the combat move, we're going to take 1 guy and take Novo back. We are going to take 2 infantry. Wait a minute. 2 infantry and artillery and a fighter. Take Ukraine. We are going to take 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and a fighter. And try to take Bello. And we are going to take we'll do 4 infantry and artillery and a tank and a fighter and try to take the Caucasus back. All right, so that will be our combat for this turn. I don't think Japan can strike anything back yet, so we still have a chance to retreat back into Moscow. But like I said, we're just trying to push out as far as we can and kind of get Germany. How did this guy? Oh, I mobilized it there. Never mind. All right. So let's go ahead and try that. Strong, strong, strong. Okay. Let's do it. Alright, so combat went pretty well. We did lose a couple guys, but other than that, we pressed forward. Our fighters are going back into Russia. Our AA gun will go back into Russia. And 13 guys will retreat back into Russia. And I think that's all we can do. I think that's it. All right, we will mobilize all the rest of our stuff into Russia. Our notes just said all USA fighters and American fighters. Okay, so all our fighters went to Russia, so we can archive that. Alrighty. Got our money back up to 22, so we can buy 6 guys and an artillery next turn. pushed forward into Germany a little bit. They're going to take them both back. I'm sure they will, but they're going to have to use some of this stuff. And we'll see what he's going to do here. What he's going to do. I don't know. I think I have odds if he goes in directly and stacks Archangel. I'm pretty sure I'll have odds. Maybe not. Maybe not, but we can certainly will have enough to defend. We'll have enough to fall back and defend. So, anyway, that's going to be the end of Russia's round 6. I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round 6. Alright, welcome back. This is round 6 for United Kingdom. So the state of the board, Germany took back Ukraine and they took back West Russia. Lightly went into Archangel and attempted to take Bello but failed. So it's kind of the status quo still. We're still not looking good because Japan is just turning into a machine right now. They have quite a bit of money. Their income is 44 and they got 47. They've got quite a bit of attack power. And so we're not doing great in that regard. Our purchases for this turn is England. 3 artillery, 3 infantry, and a plane. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have enough units to keep filling up these 4 transports and dropping them off in Norway. This turn we're going to actually take France and Northwestern again. And we're going to take the Kazakh. So let me take 2 guys and our 7 planes here. And we'll take the bomber. And we'll attack the Kazakh there. We will take our transport here, go down here, take 1 infantry, take France. We'll take another transport, take 1 infantry, and drop them off in why does it show 2 there? I don't think that's right. Okay, let me look at this again here. So let me do that here. All right, we're going to take 1 transport and go here, pick up a guy, and drop him off in France. We're going to take another transport, we'll go here, we'll pick up a guy, we'll go into 8, and we'll drop him in Northwestern. Okay. That's what we wanted. So we're doing those. And I think that's everything we want to do. Yep, I think that's everything we want to do with the United Kingdom. All right. All right. Our bomber and our fighters go back to Russia. Eight of those guys, the artilleries and the AA gun, go to the Caucasus. Gonna move our submarine out to Sea Zone 17. Move our 2 guys from England down to from Libya over to Egypt. Move our guy up there. We're gonna anticipate he's gonna start landing guys in Africa, so this is gonna have to be used for Africa. We're going to take our fighter, move to okay. I know, that's why I'm moving it over there. So take our fighter, move to Moscow, take this fighter, move it up to Sea Zone 3. Take our 2 transports, go here, pick up 2 artilleries, 2 infantries, go back to Sea Zone 3, drop them in Norway. And if I'm not mistaken, his planes here can go 1, 2, 3, and they can't kill it because they can't land anywhere. Alright, that is going to do it for England's non-com phase. Right? And everything gets mobilized into England. Alright, got up to 38 income, which is nice, although he's going to take these back. But it is nice to get up to 38 income for a turn. Still pretty well protected in Sea Zone 3. We're going to drop even more guys from America into Norway this turn also. So we will see. We got quite a few planes in Russia there. This is looking okay. What I'd like to do, this is kind of bothersome. What I'd like to do is bum rush my England guys, either to take West Russia back or maybe push into Ukraine. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that with Russia. So maybe we'll push into, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But he decided not to stack anything really, so. Alright, that'll do it for UK round 6. I'll see you guys back for United States round 6. Alright, welcome back. This is round 6 for United States. The board's looking pretty rough now. Japan has just been unfettered, just pressing forward, so I've not been able to stop them anyway. And now he's got a couple of bombers here, and they just blew up Russia's IC. So it's just a matter of time before Russia falls. Was hoping I could stack France, but because I didn't anticipate it, I only went light. If I'd gone in heavy with 8 units from England, and then dropped some of these units from USA and these units from USA, I might have been able to do something, but that's not going to happen this turn, so maybe next turn. As far as the combat, all we're going to do is bomb Karelia. What is Germany's money? 37. Actually, we're not even going to bomb Karelia, I don't think. I think it's kind of pointless. I don't want to risk the bomber. We may need it for something else. So we're not going to do any combat, it looks like, for USA. Thought about doing attacking this so that Russia could maybe hit this. But I don't have any men. I could move. Let's see, this plane can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could get a cruiser, an aircraft carrier, and 2 planes and a destroyer there if I wanted to drop more guys here. But it's going to set back my transport shuck again, so we're not going to do that. So doesn't look like we're going to attack anything this turn. Okay, we're not going to attack anything this turn. Alright, for the non-combat move, we're going to take this fighter and put him in Russia. We're going to take these 2 fighters and put them in Sea Zone 3. We're going to take these 5 guys and this artillery. Go up to Sea Zone 3, drop them in Norway. We're going to take our 6 guys, our artillery, these two guys, move these two guys up. Take our 4 transports here and move them back to Sea Zone 10. And I think that's all we're going to do for United States. Throw our transports in Sea Zone 11. We can throw... Let's see. Our 8 units into eastern United States. And that will do it for America. Alright, for Russia, our IC was bombed, so we had to repair it. So all we ended up doing was buying 4 guys and an artillery. Russia's in a really bad way here, so what we're going to try to do, we're going to take this back. We're going to use 2 guys and a plane and try to take Archangel back. If we don't get it, it's not a catastrophe because these 9 tanks and these 2 guys, they're not going to be able to kill this by itself. And then we'll take an artillery and 2 dudes and the remaining 2 planes and go after West Russia. The idea behind that is to prevent Germany from just taking all of this stuff and the 9 tanks and hitting the Caucasus before England goes, and then Japan can then stack the Caucasus. So by doing this, if we take West Russia, we can back the England troops into Russia for defense. And that's the strategy we're trying to do. So that's why we're doing that. Other than that, I think it's pretty straightforward. We're really kind of on our last legs now. Unless we can somehow sneak attack Germany. I don't know how we're going to do it, but it's not looking great for us right now. Let's see how the combat goes. Alright. Alright, so the combat went okay. We did lose an infantry in Archangel, and we lost 2 infantry in West Russia. So that wasn't the best, but we'll take our planes and go back to Russia. Move our tank back to Russia and our lone Russian infantryman back to Russia. Leaving the UK to fend for itself. I don't think this will be enough. Maybe if he uses the planes to take this out. I'm not even sure why he would want to do that, but maybe he will to prevent these units from making it back to Moscow. I don't think it'll be advantageous for him, but you never know. You never know how guys are going to play. So that's pretty much it for the non-com. And we mobilize the 4 infantry and the artillery into Russia. Alright, so that will do it for Russia's round 7. I'll see you guys back for UK round 7. Alright, welcome back. This is round 7 for United Kingdom. So the state of the board right now, it looks like I've got maybe 1 or 2 turns left. Probably 2 or 3 turns, really, to hold Moscow. Moscow's going to fall pretty soon. Last turn, Japan bombed Russia's IC successfully. I had to spend like 6 IPCs to get it back to just put a couple units in there. I'm sure he's got 2 bombers here. He's going to do it again. But he's probably going to stack Kazakh here before he makes a run at Russia proper. So I have a couple of turns. But the only way I think I'm going to turn the tide here is if I take a victory city, either Karelia or France. My plan, I think, for the next 2 turns I'm going to stack France. Next turn. So next turn we're going to take France. So because this turn we're not going to lose Moscow most likely. If we do, then the game will be over. But Japan is just a massive machine. He's going to start landing in Africa real soon, probably this turn. And so it's just a matter of time. I have to put some real pressure on on Germany, in order to turn the tide of this, and I don't even know if I can do it then. So we're going to plan for a round 8 stack of France by England and America. And then we'll use America to take Italy and just start mass producing troops and try to get this. I might be in a position to 1-2 Germany if he doesn't defend it, but I'm pretty sure he will. So for this turn, I bought a couple more transports, 2 tanks, and 4 infantries. And the reason for that is I'm going to stack Finland this turn with all my English stuff and all my American stuff. But these 2 territories are wonderful because they both border Sea Zone 3, so it doesn't really matter if they're in Finland or if they're in Norway. They can still be grabbed by transport and dropped either into Germany or into France. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're also going to put some pressure on Karelia. So if he decides to move out of Karelia to go and attack Russia, then we're going to take Karelia because it's a victory city and it's a nice little... it's one of the Keystone territories, so we're going to try to do that. And we're also going to put ourselves in a position to 1-2 Germany, like I said earlier. But there's no way this guy's going to fall for that. So I think the only thing we can play for is maybe a round 8 stack of France, and then hopefully we can squeeze Germany out. I don't know how we're going to do that and just have Russia hang on for dear life. So we're going to plan for that. So in order to do that, I told you what we just bought. That way we'll have 6 English transports so we can grab all the troops from Finland and drop them into France next turn, plus some guys we're going to land in England, drop them into France next turn. We're going to move some American planes to Finland this turn so that we can throw them in France next round and hopefully keep it. But it's going to depend on what he puts in here. It's going to be close. It's going to be close because I'm sure he's going to see it coming. So we're going to use 2 of our guys here, all 8 of our planes, and our bomber. And we're going to attack West Russia. I thought about attacking Transjordan, but I don't think we're going to do that. This is kind of a stalemate here until Japan pushes in. If he goes that way, fine. That just gives Russia a couple more turns to live. More than likely, he'll stack Kazakh, like I said, or maybe even the Caucasus. Most likely the Caucasus, because I'm going to be pulled out of here, so he's going to take it. He may want Germany to have it, but it doesn't really matter which Axis powers have that. In fact, if I was him, I'd use Japan because they have a lot more money. Actually, they probably have the same amount of money. Yeah, it's real close, but Japan still has more money. All right, I've talked too much, so let's just run this here. Alright, so we did what we wanted to do there. We're going to move our lone Africa guy here to Germany to try to hang on to Egypt. I'm sorry, to Germany. To Egypt to try to hang on to Egypt for as long as possible. We're going to move all 6 of our British infantry, our 2 artilleries, and our AA gun to Moscow. And then we're going to move our UK bomber back to UK. No. You know what? Let's move it to Finland. We'll move our 8 planes back to Moscow. And then we're going to move our 6 and our 2. And then we're going to take 2 artilleries and 2 infantries. Actually, hold on to that. We're going to take 1 artillery and the tank. And 2 infantries. Go up to Sea Zone 3, drop them in Finland. We're going to take our 2 transports here. We're going to take 2 artilleries and 2 infantries. Go back to Sea Zone 3 and drop them in Finland. We're going to take our fighter from Sea Zone 3 and drop it in Moscow, and our other fighter move it up to Sea Zone 3 to land on the carrier. I just want to make sure everything we have in Norway is moving to Finland. And everything we have in England that we can put on a transport is moving to Finland. Right, because we moved 3 infantries. Hang on a second here. Alright. We had 4 and 4. So we took 4 infantries, 3 artilleries and a tank, and moved them into Finland. Moved our 6 guys and our 2 artilleries into Finland. Alright. I think we're pretty good with that. Let's get our sub out of here. We should have been moving it a long time ago, but we didn't. England's going to start hemorrhaging money real soon. Alright, that's going to conclude our non-combat movement phase. Egypt, Caucasus, okay. Russia we added to, West Russia we added to. Finland we added to. Norway we took them out of, good. And UK we took them out of. Put them in Sea Zone 3. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, so for our mobilization, we're going to put our 2 transports in Sea Zone 7. Out of range of these planes. 1, 2, 3, yep. 1, 2, 3, yep. Alright, and then we're going to put our 4 infantries and our 2 tanks in England. And that will conclude United Kingdom round 7. I'll see you guys back for USA round 7. Alright, welcome back. This is round 7 for United States. So Japan went lightly into the surrounding territories surrounding Russia. But then they bombed the shit out of the IC again, which we figured they would. So we're still going to do our plan. They're going to take Africa pretty soon. We're still going to do our plan to... And actually, he's going to probably start hitting Africa pretty damn hard. Let's see here. We may move our tanks over here to French Equatorial Africa. Because he can hit it with those 4 planes. 1, 2, yeah. So you might have to back those off. He's going to start taking Africa. But we're going to do our plan to take France in round 8. So, in order to do that, I don't think we're going to attack anything. We can use our bomber, I guess. And we can attack the Caucasus here. Really don't want to trade a bomber for an infantry. We're not going to use it because we'll fly it over. We'll use it for the attack on Germany if we need it. But we'll put it out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it can survive. All right, so we're not going to attack anything with the United States. All right? All right, for the non-com, everything is going into Finland. Those are all going into Finland. 1 artillery and 7 guys. One up to Sea Zone 3. Going into Finland. All right. 6 guys, 2 artilleries. And these 2 guys are going into Canada. Our 2 transports are going to go up to Sea Zone 10. Our 3 transports are going to go back to Sea Zone 10. Our 2 tanks are going to go over to French Equatorial Africa. And maybe I should move my battleship in that over there. How about that? Let's do that. We'll move the destroyer over there. That way, if he goes this way, he'll lose his transport. So he probably won't do that, but hey, what the hell. Alright. That will be everything for the non-comp move for America. What do I do? Oh, no, it's not. We're going to take the 4 fighters and move them to Finland. And let's see, where are we going to take the bomber? We'll leave the bomber in Moscow for right now. We'll have to take it out next turn. Actually, no, we'll take the bomber and we'll throw it in Finland also. All right. I think that's going to be it. All right. All right. We'll put the fighter in there. We will put, let's see, we're only going to have 4 transports coming back this way. So we'll put 8 guys there and 2 guys in Western United States. Right? All right. All right, so we are set up. We're set up to 1-2 Germany. We can 1-2 Germany, or we can drop everything in France. Most likely, I'm going to drop everything in France in round 8. Stack France, and he won't be able to recover it. And if we can, God willing, we can maybe even take Baltic to prevent his tanks from going back this way. So we'll see what happens. That's going to conclude America for round 7. All right, for Russia, we're pretty much on our last legs here. We had to repair some of the IC, and we bought 3 artilleries and 2 infantry. So for this, we're going to blitz and take Kazakh back. We're going to take 1 guy and 1 fighter. and try to take the Caucasus back. We'll take 2 guys. Actually, we'll take 3 guys. We'll take 3 guys and 2 fighters. Or actually, how about this? We'll take... If we do a guy and an artillery, we'll do 3 guys. We'll do 3 guys and 2 fighters. Really want to take this back in Archangel. I would really like to take this too, but we'll get up to... We have 10 now, we'll get 12. 16, that would be great. 13 would be okay. We're really struggling with Russia here right now. This is going to be the turning point turn, I think. Implausible. Wait a minute. Okay. We gotta go there. All right. All right, kind of a mixed bag with the combat. We failed in the Caucasus, probably because we only sent 1 guy, but we succeeded in Archangel. He most likely will stack West Russia this next turn. But we'll see. My one of two plays, I'm either going to stack France or I'm going to attack Germany, depending on what he does with here. He can probably even stack it without moving any of these tanks. But if he doesn't, I'll take Karelia. If he just moves the infantry and doesn't move the tanks, I'll take Karelia, I think. Or I think I will. But the play right now is to stack France. So we'll see what Germany does, and then we'll go from there. So that's going to be the end of Russia's turn. Get a little bit more artillery. A little bit more defense. Not looking great, but let's see. He can do 2 tanks. 2 4 fighters. He can't take it yet. Doesn't have odds yet. But he's going to start landing in Africa, so that's going to count for something. So we will see. I will see you guys back for round number 8 for United Kingdom. Alright, welcome back. This is round 8 for United Kingdom. So Germany did what we expected, and they stacked West Russia. They also took Archangel, which is fine. Just siphoning off more money from Russia. Russia is on its last legs, but it can hold out for at least this turn. If I don't move anything out of Russia, it can hold for this turn. So we are going to take France this turn. So I went ahead and bought 4 infantry, 2 artilleries, and a plane. Because we're going to go to Sea Zone 8. So for this turn, for the combat, I'm just debating on whether or not I should use 2 of these guys to hit Karelia. And try to take that back this turn. Or use America to do it. I think I'm going to use America to do it. So, for the combat move, we could actually use like 1 guy here and a couple planes. Just to try to get that back, but then Japan's just going to take it right back. So we're not gaining any income, and all we're doing is losing guys. So we're not going to do that. It's kind of pointless. So for the combat move, we are going to take these 2 tanks, these 2 infantry, come down to Sea Zone 8, drop them in France. We are going to take 1 tank, 3 artilleries, 4 infantries, come down to Sea Zone 8, drop them in France. Alright. Now we have 6 transports, and we're going to have 6 infantry and 3 artilleries on England. So we can't take Karelia. It is a victory city. But I think we're going to wait till America. So I think that's all we're going to do. I think we're just going to take France. Which was the plan for this turn, was to stack France with America and England. It's not ideal for England to take France. It's better for America because we have more money. We can put an IC there and start churning out troops. And taking this doesn't help us because it gives the money back to Russia. And we don't have enough to hold. I don't want to take Northwestern yet because I don't think we have enough to hold. We'll blitz it with the tanks next turn if we need to get some more income. Because we're going to start losing Africa like a champ. So let's go ahead and that's all we're going to do as far as combat. Alright, so for the non-combat move, we're going to take our 2 cruisers down to Sea Zone 8. We're going to take our aircraft carrier down to Sea Zone 8 and our plane down to Sea Zone 8. We're going to leave our bomber in Finland. We're going to have 6 infantry and 3 artilleries, and we only have 6 UK transports. So we're going to take 2 artilleries and 1 guy and move them back to Norway. We're going to definitely take this back with America so that he can't blitz the tanks up here and kill whatever we have left. I don't think he would do that because he doesn't have a lot of infantry there, but you never know. Alright. That looks like the end of UK's non-com. I don't think I can move anything else. Now let's move this guy here over to Alaska. And let's move the sub down here to 23. Alright, so that is going to do it for UK. We're going to throw a plane into Sea Zone 8, 4 infantries, and 2 artilleries into... Now, let's see. Where is his bomber? Japan does have a bomber somewhere. Oh, he's got 2 bombers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Alright. They should be safe. I'm hoping. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm not counting, either I'm not counting right or whatever. I think they're safe. So we'll see. Anyway, next round, obviously, for America, Japan's going to probably move into position to take Russia. So we might have to flee Russia next turn. I don't know if we will or not. But we may have to. So we'll see. That'll do it for UK round number 8. I'll see you guys back for USA round 8 and then Russia round 9. Alright, welcome back. This is round 8 for United States. So Russia is definitely on its last legs now. We're still doing our operation to stack France. And they're starting their landings in Africa, so we're going to have to contest this to keep the money flowing for United Kingdom. So got a couple tanks here. I'm going to set up to drop a couple more troops in Africa next turn. So, but in the meantime, and I think this is going to fall now. So I believe on Russia's turn, we should probably fly our 3 planes. Our 3 Russian planes, fly them out of there. Fly them to somewhere else. The R9 Russian plane, or our 3 Russian planes. We'll see. Alright. So we went ahead and just bought actually bought 3 transports, 3 infantry, and 2 artilleries. We're going to go ahead and throw a transport on the west coast of America and just shuttle over a couple troops to Hawaii and just try to fortify Hawaii a little bit just to make it harder. We're going to use 2 infantries, actually 3 infantries, and our 4 planes and our bomber, and attack Karelia. And that's all the combat that we're going to actually do this turn. That's all the combat that we're going to do. So let's get that done. Alright, so that was good for the combat. So for the non-com, our bomber goes to France, our fighters go to France, our other fighters go to France. We're going to take 4 artilleries and 4 infantries, and they're going to go to France. We are going to take 2 artilleries and however many 8 infantries. They are going to go to France. We're going to fly this to Sea Zone 8. We're going to move our 8 infantries up there. We're going to move 1 infantry right there. Another infantry right there. Alright, and then for this here, we're going to back off. Let's see here. We're going to have all of our transports here. So next turn, we're going to send... Well, we definitely want to have... Let's see. We got 11 and 1, so we got 12. So we need 6 transports. So we're going to move all this stuff back to Norway. So we're going to have 6 transports that are going to go and drop the rest of the stuff off in France. And then the remaining 3 are going to go back to Sea Zone 10 to pick up some more guys. And all of our Navy is going down to Sea Zone 8. Our destroyer is going to go right there. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Pretty sure that's it for America. All right. Alright, so 2 of the transports are going to go in the western United States. 1 is going to go, I'm sorry, on the eastern United States. 1 is going to go in the west. We're going to put 1 infantry over there in the west, and we're going to put 2 and 2 over in the east, because those troops are going to go to Africa next turn. So we've got, what do we got there? 18 infantry, 9 artilleries, 3 tanks, and 6 fighters and a bomber. Which should be enough to withstand us for 1 turn against Germany here. It should be, so we're going to see if that happens. Alright, for Russia it was very simple because we don't have any IPCs and our ICs bombed to shit. We just repaired it a little bit and bought a couple infantry and artillery. We're not making any money. Russia's done. Although, with Germany's attack, I have a 99% chance to hold. Even if I fly out these 3 Russian fighters, which I'm going to do because I want to throw them places for defense. So, and then because I'm going to move, we're basically going to abandon Moscow. So I'm going to move my UK troops out of here next turn. Or I'm sorry, this turn. I'm not sure if they're going to go to Archangel or where they're going to go. Probably, I don't know. They might go to Vologda. I don't know. We might just march them. See how far we can march them across the northern part of the continent. But we'll see. But definitely our 9 fighters are going to bone out of there because they can be used for attacks on Germany and defense and stuff. So we still need them. So we're not going to do any combat because I really don't want to have any money left over. And our non-combat move, all we're going to do is fly our planes over to Norway. Actually, no. We're going to fly our planes over to Libya. We're going to throw them in Africa, so maybe we can bounce them around and defend. Land them here for defense if we need to. When we put some more troops in here. To try to stave off as much as we can of Africa. Before we get overwhelmed. So just keep it for a couple more turns. So that's all we're going to do for Russia. So that's going to end that. We're going to throw our last 2 infantries and our artillery into oh, what happened? Oh, I didn't read that right. Okay. All right, we'll put the artillery, I guess, in Karelia. It doesn't really matter. All right. All right, so that will conclude Russia's turn. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round 9. All right, welcome. This is round 9 for United Kingdom. So, the state of the board is, because we stacked France, he pulled back all of his stuff out of West Russia and headed back towards Germany, which is good. He did take Karelia back, which we figured he would. But because he did that, they're not going to do the 1-2 on Russia. And I calculated that if I can move 2 UK guys out of here and 3 of the planes and still have a 98% chance to defeat whatever Japan sends this next turn, round 9. So I can hold off on evacuating Moscow totally this turn. So we took kind of a risk. We went ahead and bought an IC. We're going to throw it in France. 3 infantry and 2 artilleries. Obviously, this is not ideal because it'd be a lot better if America had the money to do it. But because UK took it because we had to so we could stack it, it's going to have to be UK. So I'm going to try to take Italy with America, and we'll go from there. So For this turn here, for the combat move, we're going to take one tank, blitz Northwestern, and take it back. We're going to take 2 infantry, and all 9 of these fighters, try to take West Russia, and we'll take the bomber. Actually, maybe I'll do... Yeah, I like the odds, 98%. I'm going to leave it right now. What else can we do here? Not much. At some point he's going to move to take Hawaii again, at which point we'll have to start using our fleet and stuff here to try to take Karelia. So I may have to figure out if I want America to stay here and take Karelia, or if I want to drop the guys from America down into France. I'll probably drop the guys from America down into France, so we can set up either an Italy stack or a 1-2 on Germany, even though he's got a lot of stuff here. Our problem is just Russia's not going to be able to help us on the back end here, taking any of Germany's territory, so that's not going to help us. So, and we'll take the bomber. Why not? I would start bombing Germany, but he's got enough money to really not even be a nuisance. Let's do it. Let's bomb Germany. Actually, no, we're not going to do it because I want my bomber on the attack. So let's go ahead and just attack it here. All right. All right, here we go. All right. So for the non-combat move, we're going to take 6 planes and go back to Russia. We're going to take the other 3 planes and put them in Finland, or Norway, I'm sorry, Norway. We're going to take the bomber, put it in France. We're going to take our 6 transports and move to Sea Zone 6. I'm going to pick up these 3 artilleries, these 2 artilleries, these 6 guys, and this 1 guy. And we're going to go back to Sea Zone 8, drop them in France. Right? We're going to take 5 of these guys. And move them back to Finland so we can ship them off to France again next turn. And we're going to take our sub here and move it down here with our destroyer. I think that's all we're going to do. So that's all we're going to do. We're probably going to lose Finland. I guess we could have backed off all of our troops and just let him walk in here. That might not be terrible. To save the England troops. Maybe I'll do that and I'll just put an American guy there. Leave an American guy or 2 in Finland. Alright. So we'll go ahead and back those guys off. And then that's going to be our turn. Alright, our industrial complex goes in France. Our 3 infantry and 2 artillery go into whatchamacallit, England. Alright. So that's it. We collect our 35 bucks. And we should be able to hold. It might be close, but we should be able to hold. Because we're going to drop all these American guys here too before Germany gets to move. So we should be okay. But we'll have to see. So that'll do it for UK round 9. I will see you guys back for USA round 9.